Hey guys, it's Ken, and today I want to talk to you about how corporate disregard for the lives of workers is nothing new, right? It's been around for a very long time, and I recently saw a perfect example of this in a video by a channel called Fascinating Horror. If you haven't seen his stuff, he does videos about tragedies, natural and human caused, and sometimes both. And he's really good at what he does. His stuff is never dry or boring. It's presented very well, and it's always educational. So I highly encourage you to check his channel out after you're done with this video. I'll put a link down in the description for you. So, in very general, broad strokes, so I don't spoil too much for you, the video is about a fire in a department store. And um, it was bad. The end result was very, very bad. It could have been less bad. That's all I'm going to say. I'm going to go ahead and play a little bit of the video from Fascinating Horror, and then we'll talk about it.
While this was happening, the fire was becoming rapidly more established. A huge pool of smoke darkened the sky above the complex. At 3:50 p.m., up on the second floor, owner Ken Ballantyne opened a fire escape door and was greeted by a wall of thick black smoke. At around the same time, the electric lights began to flicker and fail. He instructed workers in the credit office to secure sensitive documents before they evacuated. This involved carrying dozens of bins of documents and materials, along with several typewriters and adding machines, to a strong room. Unwilling to disobey a man who owned the business they worked for, the credit office employees began to do so.
So, all of those people showed up that day to work to do their jobs. And I'm fairly certain that nowhere in their job description was the line item that says die for company. But they did. If I remember correctly, all 40 or so of them in the credit department died because the owner told them to save paperwork and typewriters. The owner survived mainly because of luck. I know there are some people right now watching this video, maybe even getting ready to type in my comment section. Well, at least some good came of it because there were, many changes after that fire to building codes and such. And to that point of view, to that reading of what happened, I say bullshit. That is an absolutely horrible, demeaning, and belittling take on what happened here. No one had to die that day. If the owner of the business had just proceeded with implementing and growing their business from the viewpoint of how can I best serve my customers and my employees, because dying in a fire is not serving either one of those groups. And without either one of those groups, without customers and without employees, there is no business. Now, if you had the knee jerk reaction of, well, at least some good came out of the fire, at least some good came out of the deaths of those poor people, don't beat yourself up too badly. We've all been very well conditioned from a very early age to view ourselves and each other as expendable, as disposable, even. And the only way to break out of that mindset is with a great deal of intention, of diligence, and of education so that we can get to the point again where we see ourselves not as resources to be used, but as people with lives, with hopes and dreams for ourselves, for our families. We're more than tools and resources to be used to enrich other people. But it's going to take a lot to work through all the crap we've been taught. Don't forget to please go check out Fascinating Horror. Again, I've linked his video in the description below. If you have any questions, of course, you can always, you know, put them in the comments below, and I'll do my best to answer them. And that's it. Thank you again for stopping by, and I will see you soon in the next video. Take care.